Hi! Welcome back to my channel! Today, we'll be discussing Secret XXX by Meguru Hinohara. Before we get started, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiling this manga, go ahead and click off now. No worries, I'll catch you next time. For those of you left behind, let's go over some content warnings. There may be references to animal breeding, allergies, exotic animal pets, asthma attacks, breakups, not between the main characters, perceived cheating, implied cheating, not between the main characters, invasion of privacy, slut shaming, mentions of sex work, sexual assault, arguments between parent and child, sick animals, child abandonment, and suicide, as these things do appear in the manga. But if that's okay with you, let's go and get started. Shohei loves rabbits. He adores them. Growing up in a family of exotic vets and zookeepers, he's been surrounded by a variety of interesting animals, but none can beat rabbits in his heart. Unfortunately, when he finally got the chance to get a pet rabbit in his childhood, he discovered he was deathly allergic to them. Heartbroken, he grew up longing for them all the same. Once he finally reached college, he happened upon a rabbit shop, Trois Lapins. For days, he spent his time after class watching all of the bunnies from the outside window until he was approached by an employee named Mito, who asked if he'd like to come in and see them up close. Shohei was more than happy to take him up on that offer, even though he went home feeling sick afterward. After being invited in once, Shohei can't help volunteering as often as he can to be near all of the sweet little bunnies. However, as he spends more time in the shop working alongside Mito, he finds that there's more than just the rabbits that he loves within the shop. If it ever got out that he was allergic to rabbits, he knows that Mito and his grandmother, the owner, would never allow him to continue working there. So Shohei keeps his allergy a secret at the risk of his health. But can he grow closer to Mito when he can't get close to his rabbits? First off, I adore this art style. It might be one of my favorite styles of all time. It's super expressive. Every character is distinct and unique, and it's also very clean. I'd be remiss if I didn't also mention that we get uncensored nudity in this, which is the cherry on top of this already very sweet cake. The rabbits are cute, the men are even cuter, and it's super saucy. Love it! I also have to mention the little details that are added to the panels. There are many panels where the focus is, of course, our boys, but in the background, or very small in the foreground, we get to see the bunny reactions, which adds such a sweet and funny layer to everything. I could go on and on gushing over this art and the care that's clearly gone into it, but there's so much more great stuff to discuss. Just know the art in this is excellent. Beyond the art, this is a fluffy story, even fluffier than the bunnies, if you can believe it. This has an anthology feel to it with multiple arcs spanning the entire volume. Of course, it isn't an anthology as we follow our boys across the entire thing, but I kind of like the episodic nature of it. Each arc is perfectly paced, giving the topic or point of contention all the time and care it needs so that you feel satisfied by the end of the arc. This is definitely thanks, in part, to the fluffy nature of the story. There are hints of negative and bad things, specifically with Mito's past, but it's just enough context to understand why he might react the way he does, or act the way he does, but not enough to feel like it needed more time to fully explore and understand. With the primary mood being fluff, the pacing is always upbeat, but not so much that there isn't any substance. With our characters and their development, as individuals and as a couple, there's plenty of substance. Shohei is a precious sunshine bean, and Mito gives off motherly grandma vibes on the streets while being a sexual beast in the sheets, which is a super fun dichotomy I don't recall seeing all that much. I adore Mito especially. I never thought I would say the words that grandma core on a man is hot, but it so is when it comes to Mito. He is so gentle and sweet and really takes care of Shohei. I adore him. And if I didn't love Shohei so much, I would want Mito for myself. If you don't read this for any other reason, I think Mito is 1000% worth it. While we're on the topic of Shohei, while I don't like him as much as Mito, this little ray of sunshine brings me so much joy. He's so goofy and silly, but not in an obnoxious or annoying way. When it comes up that Mito might possibly be cheating or selling himself, rather than getting pissed or just believing this random third party giving him this information, he trusts Mito and wants to rescue him. Between Shohei and Mito, Shohei is less reliable, though not because of a lack of trying. He tries his hardest, and I adore him for that. Seeing him chase after Mito, thinking the Mafia is holding him, fully intent on rescuing him even at the risk of his own safety, is everything. Shohei is everything. With all that being said, I adore this. The characters bring me so much joy, and the story makes me feel all the good things. Even as a single volume work, it still feels cohesive and fulfilling. The fact that this also leads into a longer series is also beyond satisfying. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I can't wait to review the next series. So, have you read Secret XXX? If so, what do you think? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you not? Let me know and comment below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye!